They're Israel. I'm going to call up the first trooper.
Young man DK, Banya Howard, Banya Sharala.
Young man DK, Banya Howard, Banya Sharala.
Lashawan, which means to Israel.
Hold on, I'm going to need you to come over and take over as head priest right now because I don't have my garments. So we'll step into my place.
Wapanya Hakudam, which means face the east. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemai, Qadash, Hayat, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Ratazak, Hayat, Aisha, Baharatazak, Kawa, Hayat, Bashamai, Nathan, Lanawa, Lanaw, Laka, Ka, Yawan, Wakasalak now, Kabawak now, Kasalak now, Kabawak now, Wa'ala, Tabashan, Tabaya, Nawa, Tayawa now, Banasa Yawa, one, Bayasada one, Abo, Awasha now, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Wahapa, Wahata Paharat, Wahata Paharat, Wahata Parat, Layawala Lamyam, Yalam, all right, in the English.
This is Lord's turn in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. So be it. This is Psalm 121 in Hebrew. Ashah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Mahayan, Yabaha, I'm sorry, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha,
Shah,
Shemayah,
Shamayah,
Waharatazah,
Waharatazah,
Aliyathan,
Aliyathan,
Lamawat,
Salawat,
Rakalka,
Gal,
Alyanawam,
Alalawat,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Hanak,
Anak,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Lalawat,
Olaha,
La'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamon,
Shamar,
Yasharala,
Sharab,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Shamarka,
Shamar,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Kazalta,
Sal,
Aliyah,
Aliyah,
Yamyaka,
Yamyak,
Yawamah,
Yawama,
Hashemah,
Ashama,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayarah,
Wayarah,
Aliyah,
Aliyah,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Yashamarka,
Shamar,
Lakalra,
Makarah,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Asnapashka,
Asnabak,
Yahawah,
Yahawah,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza'aka,
Taza'ak,
Wabu'aka,
Wabuak,
Ma'aika,
Ma'aika,
Ma'ayabullah.
Ma'aika. It's in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth,
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahai,
Allah.
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash.
Alpha Shakwa,
All thy shakwa.
Ah, Kayahana,
Kahayana.
Awayakika,
Vayayakina.
it's like it. Yahamayawan,
Vayayakina.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Alaimaka,
Alaimaka.
Ya'arayamwa,
Ayarwa.
Sawadah,
Sawada.
Bayatha,
Vayatha.
Ya'itazawa,
Ya'aitazawa.
Altazapamwan Yaka,
Al-Tazapamanyaka.
Amarwa,
Amar.
Lakawa,
Nagawa.
Mana'akir,
Mala'akir.
Magawad,
Magawa.
Mala'ayazakor,
Mala'ayazakor.
Shamya Sharal,
Shamyashara.
Iwada,
Ayawada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawaitazawa,
Mala'aitazawa.
Lawat Laba,
Lawat.
Laba,
Laba.
Yakadwa,
Nakar.
Al Yaka,
Ayaka.
Arya,
Arya.
Yakaryawa,
Yakariwa.
Al Yipsak, Ahalyat,
Sanalat.
Adawam,
Adawa.
Mayashaman,
Shema.
Al Yawam,
Ayama.
Mayapsak, Mawa'aba,
Mawa'ab.
Ahagari,
Wagar.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan,
Wa'aim.
Wa'amalat,
Wa'awla.
Alashah,
Alasha.
Amyashabya,
Ayashab.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gamashawar,
Mashru.
Nalawa,
Alawa.
Imam,
Aima.
Ayawa,
Ayawa.
Zarawa,
Sharawa.
Abanilawa,
Banalawa.
Salah,
Salah.
Aisha,
Asha.
Laham,
Laham.
Kamagyan,
Kamala.
Kasaya Sarah,
Yasra.
Kayabyan,
Kayabra.
Barakal,
Warakal.
Koyashwan,
Ayashwa.
Nashamadwa,
Nashaman.
Bayandahar,
Ayandahar.
Ayawa,
Ayawan.
Dama,
Dama.
La Adama,
Adam.
Shayathamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nada Yada Yamawa,
Yadayadawa.
Kayara,
Kayara.
Wakazaba,
Wakazab.
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba.
Wakazazal,
Wakazal.
Manai,
Mana.
Kamnasa Yakamwa,
Kalnasadiyakumwa.
Kamnasa Yakamwa,
Kalnasadiyakumwa.
Ashar,
Aishar.
Amawa,
Amawa.
Nayashara,
Nashashra.
Anawa,
Anawa.
Ah, Naiwa,
Naiwa.
Naawa,
Malawa.
Alahaya,
Alahai.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayathamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Kagalgala,
Kagal.
Kakwash,
Shakwash.
Lapanya Raka,
Rapanyalaka.
Kayash,
Shayash.
Shaba Ira Ya Irish,
Shabahira.
Wakala Abba,
Wakalab.
Salahat,
Salahat.
Hahari,
Wahari.
Khan,
Ka.
Daradapma,
Navarda.
Vasairika,
Vasar.
Wabasa,
Wabasa.
Wapathka,
Wapat.
Sabalam,
Kabaam.
Mala'a,
Mala'a.
Panyaham,
Malaham.
Kualawam,
Walawa.
Wayabakwashwa,
Walayakwash.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahawa,
Yahaw.
Yabashwa,
Yabash.
Wayabaala,
Walabaal.
Ayai,
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapar.
Wayabagwa,
Wayabab.
Wayadawat,
Wayadwa.
Kayatha,
Kayatha.
Shemka,
Shemka.
Yahawa,
Yahaw.
Labarka,
Labak.
Al-Yawam,
Ayawa.
Akahal, Aratas.
Alcohol. It's Psalm 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
Thy enemies make a turmoil.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their heads.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said, Come,
They have said, come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
Hagarine,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Say Lot.
Say Lot,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Sabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the burnt of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their noise like Horeb,
Make their nobles like Horeb,
and like Zeheb.
and like Zayn.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes like as Zebah,
all the princes at Sabbath,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Almunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth their wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh,
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that man may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry.
sorry.
Shabbat, which means be seated.
Sulaki, before we get started, I just want to bring out just how heavy the prayer of Psalms 83 is. Like realizing that these people that are being named, Sulaki, can I see the prayer? Just so I can name them correctly. So we have Asher, Gabal, Ammon, Amalek, Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also joined with them. Sulaki, these are all sons of Ishmael, sons of Edom, sons of Esau, majority. There are Hamites in this, but they're mentioning multiple families of Ishmael and Esau.
That's right.
And you got to realize, like, we live in America. This place is paranoid. This place has been brought to shame because of the things that it's committed. That's why America is so paranoid, because it understands the crimes that it's committed.
That's right.
So understand, like, these prayers are powerful because we are seeing it real time. Yes, we are not at the end times where Christ has come back, but you got to realize that he is still persecuting our oppressor in many ways.
Right.
And the oppressor is such a devil that he doesn't realize that it's the Most High that's causing all these things to come upon him. And in the same sense, for Israelites, we have to realize that's the same thing. The Most High causes all these things, be it good or evil. So we got to come back to our heritage, come back to our culture. With that, we're going to start off. You got that?
Leviticus 20 and
20 and verse 16 is what we're starting
16.
with.
Come on. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 16 in the Hebrew.
Let me use your Bible for it.
Let's see. Wa'ayash, Asherah, Atan, yes, Yatan, Shakabathwa, Babamath, Mawath, Yawamath, Wa'ath, Habamath, Taharagwa, verse 17. Wa asha. Wa shara. Thakara. Ka. Bama. Laragaya. Salaki. Laragai. Ata. Waharaga. Ha'asha. Wa'a. Habama. Mawath. Yawamathwa. Dam Yaham. Bum. Verse 18. Wa'ayash. Asherah. Yaquak. Ath. Akathwa. Bath. Abayawa. Bath. Amawa. Wara'a. Irawab. Slugger. Irawahta. Slugger. Irawahta. Slugger. Irawahta. Hawa'aya. Slugger. Waha ya'a. Tara'a. Irawata. Slugger. Irawat yitwa. Kasad. Hawa'a. Wanakarathwa. La'ayan ya. Banyam. Imam. Irawat. Akathwa. Gala. Iwanwa. Yasha. Verse 19. Wa'ayash. Asherah. Yashakab. Ath. Asha. Dawa. Wagala. Ira. Irawatha. Makwara. Ha'ira. Wahawa'a. Galatha. Makawa. Makwaror. Dam Yaha. Wanakarathwa. Shanyaham. Makwara. Imam. Verse 20. Wa'ira. Slugger. Wa'ira wath. Akwath. Amaka. Wa'akwath. Abayaka. La'a. Tagala. Kaya. Sha'arwa. Slugger. Sha'arwa. Ha'ira. Iwanan. Yashawa. Verse 21.
All right.
Wa'a. Yash. Asherah. Yashakab. Dadathwa. Irawath. Dadwa. Gala. Katama. Ashawa. Slahi. Yeshawa. Iwayar Yum. Yamatwa. That's in verse 21.
22.
Oh, 22. I'm going verse 20, verse 22. Verse 22. Slug. What verse 22, bro? 21?
22 is right here. 22 starts right there.
Yeah, that was the end of 21, right?
So 22 right. 22 right. Okay,
I
this
think I
is,
made a mistake.
yeah, this is 21.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because yeah, that was okay. That was the end of the. No. Slug. Yeah, it's 21. I'm not doing it.
21.
Yeah, it's slug.
Okay.
Verse 21. Wa'ayash, Asherah, Yaquat, Ashaf, Akyawa, Nadab, Awa'a, Irarath, Akyawa, Gala, Irayar, Yahaya, Slugger, Yahayawa.
This is like to cut you off. I just want to make a comment on the person Mariani Swan. You say you guys are a cult. God makes no difference. We all his kids. All right, go read the book of Second Ezra chapter 56, and I want to say verse 4. We all come from Adam, but the Lord has a chosen people, a special people that are above all people upon the face of the earth.
That's right.
So go read the Bible again. Understand that the Lord has a special chosen people, and that those people are Latinos, Blacks, and First Nation men, women, and children. Go look at the records of the history. Go look at when the first Olmec started in South America. You can look. It's going to be between 700 9,000 BC, 1,000 years before Christ came. When did the Northern Kingdom get taken into captivity into Assyria? Around 700, 800 BC, around the exact same time that the Northern Kingdom left Assyria and came to the Americas. It's in the records. It is clearly there. Go and read it. It's in there.
And Slug, I got one thing to say too
Oh,
as
please.
well. You know what I'm saying? Just one thing. The Most High called the other nations heathens.
Right,
Just leave it at that.
right. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. I like that. Slugger. That what you said is so heavy. Slugger. It's like, he calls them heathens. Like, Slugger.
Salak, sorry.
Yeah.
Read Romans 9.
Right, Romans 9.
Yeah, go read Romans
As
9.
well.
All right, continue.
That's it.
I like that. He called everyone Slugger. I'm gonna take that. I really am. He called everybody else heathen. Why would he call everybody heathen if you love him?
Love him.
Right. Call my son a bastard. Do I love him? All right, Slugger.
That's funny. Hey, but you want me to read through 22? Slug.
No, drop that. We're gonna put one in English. I'll take over.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 16 in the English. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be unto them. Verse 17. And if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, and his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off in the sight of their people. He hath uncovered his sister's nakedness. He shall be Yaslake. He shall bear his iniquity. Verse 18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she has uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people.
Hold it right there real quick. I just want to bring out what's so crazy, or the hypocrisy of the Christian church. I can remember being in the Christian church, and during I believe a month, my pastor, he said he had a taboo month, a month where he would talk about topics that the church is too afraid to speak about. And I remember Leviticus, this was one of those weekends that he spoke on. Mm-hmm. And it just brings back a memory of understanding that the Christian church is afraid to read this Bible. The Christian church is afraid to tell you you're not supposed to sleep with your sister.
Right.
The Christian church is afraid to tell you that you're not supposed to commit bestiality. When have you ever read these laws in a church? Never. And the one time I can remember thinking of doing it, it was a specific month that was like set aside. And the pastor, I'm pretty sure, got in trouble for doing it because he called it taboo week or taboo month. And it was all taboo topics. So it's just like understanding that the Christian church is not where you're going to be able to learn to hear these words.
Right.
It's where it's going to be promoted.
God.
So like, pastors don't say anything against pornography. The pornography industry is run by Jewish people.
Right.
So like, you can tell me Judaism is a religion, it's a culture, yet you're doing the exact thing that your culture tells you not to do. It tells you literally, I want to say every single thing in this fornication list right here, pornography, it makes it popular.
That's right.
Incest,
That's right.
bestiality.
That's right.
I don't even want to name the rest of them.
It's
Like
all
LGBTQ, you know,
Yeah.
it's all of them. They
all
promote this, they push this towards this, and the Christian church refuses to read this.
Lucky.
You got anything on that?
Come on, I got a scripture right quick.
Most time Christ, go on.
What is it? Hebrews 12:6.
Hebrews 12:6, please.
Hebrews 12:6. It's us. Yeah, 6. 12:6.
Yep, you can read it.
Not select. Is it 12:16?
12:16. All right.
12:16. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, which is known in the Bible. That's the white man.
Man.
For one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right.
It's all the way around. He's a
Man,
profane person and a fornicator.
God.
And if you look up that slugger, if you look up that word fornicator in the Greek, it's a male prostitute.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
And the Greek word is pornos.
Porno? I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know it was a male prostitute though. That's
Yeah,
really what
male
it's
prostitute, whoremonger prostitute.
God damn. Wait, is the whoremonger the pimp?
I mean, it all goes under the same umbrella.
It is on the same.
It's a sexual deviant.
It's the same. I'm out here trying to
put it in categories.
I know, right? It's all. So that's everything that you just brought out. It's within their nature to do these things.
Right.
So in every single place the West goes, we bring internet and pornography. The people in that place become addicted, and yet they try to make it illegal at the same time. So it's just like the world can see that pornography is an evil thing that should be made illegal.
Right.
It's a thing that should not be allowed to exist because it commits like slogging. From pornography, the women in it, the destruction that it causes, and what has to be done to those women to make them comfortable with doing that. We are just perpetuating pedophilia.
That's right.
We are perpetuating every single one of these sins that the Most High tells us to fall away from. So, you got anything else on that?
I mean, Salaki, I don't know what the percentage is, but I'm pretty sure it's high of them commit suicide or having, mental issues.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, not being able to have a stable relationship. It's like you ruin your life in 3 years. What they call it? They got run. You get run through, literally. It's like so. Yeah, you want to and then another thing too is like right here where it talks about being a woman in her sickness. This is talking about a woman in her period.
That's right.
We're not Salagi. Brothers nowadays are disgusting. They say they're vampires. Yeah. Yeah.
Goodness.
Right.
Gracious.
Not realizing that is the type of sin that causes you to be cut off from your people. Leave that woman alone when she's bleeding. She's bleeding for you're not. Why do you want to put your rod where there's blood? It's disgusting. Number one, please.
Lucky, I think that movie producer Harvey Weinstein, I think he did that. He
for real?
He said, doing that act right there, going down on that person
while they're on the
it brought them closer together. But the woman wasn't for it. You know what I'm saying? But you see where he is now. He's incarcerated for doing all that crazy shit.
That's just
wherever people do that pedophile type stuff.
Right.
PDF.
Right. PDF.
PDF file.
Yeah.
Right. But then still like having the understanding that just because a woman is on her period it's not a light thing. And I think brothers really need to take it more seriously because that is a time where her body is recovering.
That's right.
Her body has just released an egg that was meant to have a baby in it, and her body is currently flushing out all of the flesh that was inside of her beforehand. You're not supposed to be going into that. That is the cause of I don't know. I know the white man causes all the diseases from having sex with animals, but I can tell you for sure sickness comes from that as well.
That's right.
All right, you want to continue? The water.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 19. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, nor of thy father's sister, for he uncovereth his near kin. They shall bear their iniquity. Verse 20. And if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he hath uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sin. They shall die childless. Verse 21. And if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He hath uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. Verse 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein spew you not out.
Allah, sir. I mean, nah, Allah.
The same thing that we hit on earlier. It's just like these are all things. So like I'm actually going to need to break down on they shall be childless. I'm not positive on what that is because
They shall die, child.
they shall die childless. So I'm not sure if that's either they're being put to death or they're being castrated or what exactly it is. Are the children being killed? I'm going to get the breakdown on that, just so I can be sure because that could be. There's so many ways that someone could be childless. You can kill their kids, you can castrate them. So I'm gonna have to get on that. All right, so we're gonna continue in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 23 in the Hebrew. Afakam, Shema, Lashabath, Ba, verse 23. Wala'ah, Thalaka, Bakakwath, Hagayawa, Asherah, Anah, Mashalak, Mapanyakam, Kaya, Ath, Kal, Alha, Aishwa, Kwataza, Bam, verse 24, Amar, Lakam, Atham, Thayarashwa, Ath, Adamtham, Anya, Athanna, Lakam, Larashath, Atha, Arataza, Sabath, Kalab, Wadabash, Anya, verse 25. Wahabadaltham, Bayan, Habama, Hatahara, Latama'a, Wabayan, Ha'aiwa, Hatama, Latahar, Wala'a, Tashakwa Tazawa, Ath, Napashaf Yakam, Babama, verse 26. Wahayayathan, Laka, Salagir, Qadash Kaya, Quadawash, Salakir, Quadawash, Salagir, Ana, Yahweh, Badal, Athakam, Man, Ha'amayam, Lahayawath, Laya, verse 27. Wa'ayash, Asha, Kaya, Yahweh, Baham, Awab, Yada, Anya, Mawath, Yawamathya, Ba'aman, Ba'abad, Yaragamwa, Atham, Dam Yaham, Bam. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Amar, Al, Hakahanyam, Banyam, Aharan, Wa Amartha,
Alham, Lanapash, La'a, Yatama, Ba'ayman, Ba'amyawa. Verse 2. Kaya, Lasha Arwa, Hakwarab, Aliyawa, La'amawa, Wala'abayawa, Walabanwa. Send the verse 2.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 23. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation, which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. Verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your God, which have separated you from other people. Verse 25, ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and unclean, and between unclean fowls and clean, and ye shall not make your souls abominable before by beasts, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean. Verse 26, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I am the Lord, for I am the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. Verse 27, a man also or woman that have a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stone. Their blood shall be upon them. Verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, Speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, there shall none be defiled for the dead among his people. Verse 2. But for his kin that is near unto him, that is for his mother, and for his father, and for his son, and for his daughter, and for his brother.
All right. So right there, we're going to go back to Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 23. It says that ye shall not walk in the manners of the nation which I cast out before you, for they committed all these things, and therefore I abhorred them. The Most High sent all these people out of the land because of the sins that they committed, because of the abhorred things that they committed. Because it's like, you got to remember, it's just like in the beginning with Adam, every single person damn near had the same chance. The only person that was found righteous on the earth was Noah. And within that, the only ones that were found righteous after that were his sons, Seth. And after that were Seth's sons. Like, we have to realize that the things that the people did back then, it's not, they did it by choice. They had the same knowledge. They understood the same things that Noah understood. That God was real and that they should hearken unto him. But what does man usually do? We always fall into our understanding, especially when the white man. We just read what the spirit of his is, a fornicator, Salakia. So that's important for us to remember these things and not to commit the same things that had been done to our oppressor, or the same things that our oppressor had done. Salakia.
Salakia.
Please.
You know, that goes, back around to the individual that says something about God loves everyone.
Oh yeah, most not. Yeah,
23. I mean, it sums it up right there.
Yep.
And I don't want to go through the whole list, but it was, don't commit incest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said the other nations did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he called them heathens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he also called us what? Holy, which means separate. He severed, right? That's what it says.
It says severed.
I mean, if your comprehension skills must be down, because you can't read this correctly or something.
Right. And that's that's also heavy too, like about like the Christian church and just how evil it is. You won't ever be able to read any of the many scriptures that talk about the separation between God and his people, between God and other things. You know, it's kind of crazy. It's just like I would say for sure, I don't think in the Christian church we ever went through the entire book of Leviticus, ever went through the entire book of Romans. You know, it's just like we go through the certain parts that tell us, oh, we got to look into our heart. You know, all these little feel good
here and there, right?
here and there. But in between, it says, okay, well, yeah, I've severed you people. I've only ever loved you. So I get what else? I hate Esau. So I get the other nations are nothing. But there's so many scriptures that you can read where. So I'm gonna just say like this: this book is an Israelite-centric book. No matter where you go throughout the world, you go into Egypt, you look for their records. It's Egypt history. You go into Rome, you look for their records. You find Roman history. You go into Africa, look for their records. They have African records. Their records are for them.
That's right.
It is literally the exact same thing with the culture here. This book was made in a culture for specific people. It is only for those people.
That's right.
You don't see Russians reading Egyptology manuscripts thinking that it's them or that they're talking about everybody.
Right.
So like what's the other example? The Constitution, all men are created equal. It wasn't talking about blacks, Latinos, and natives. It was only talking about white people. Like you said, reading comprehension is like critical thinking. That skill has been taken away from us to such a degree that people don't even realize that you're not reading the book in front of you.
That's right.
You got anything?
Like you said, in the Constitution, it still states that if you commit a crime, you are subjugated to slavery. And who has the most black inmates in prison today? We have over 2 million black people in prison in the United States.
Yep. And you know, it's crazy too. I think that one was written after the 14th Amendment, after they rectified the 3/5 law.
Right.
Then they made it so that slavery would actually be wrapped into police catchings and so on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that the white man is the goddamn
devil. I thought it was that's the 13th Amendment.
Was the 13th Amendment the rectification
with the with
3/5?
If you not the 3/5. If you may do a crime.
Oh, they did it first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say the white man's such a devil. I thought that they did the 3/5. They fixed that and then did slave. But they were like, let's be sure you're gonna be a slave if you get arrested. And then they did it. 14th Amendment. I did not know that. That's crazy to know. Hey, most the water for letting me know that because that just looks wonderful. That's the 13th Amendment. And the 14th Amendment is the rectification of the
3/5.
Of the 3/5. Yeah. So that's insane. The white man is the devil.
Right.
Hey, you just taught me something. Hey, Salagia. Continue, please. I'm going in the Hebrew. Salagia. Verse 3. This is the book of Leviticus. Oh, Salagia. Just to close out on that. So always remember, Israel. The Lord severed us, like you said, bringing up the comment that they made. It's a clear-cut case. So let's do what we have to do and come back and follow our culture.
That's right.
All right. So continue Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 3. In the Hebrew, wala akathya habathyala hakwara ba alyawa ashara la'a hayatha la'aya la yatama. Verse 4. La'a yatama ba'al ba'ima lahakal. Verse 5. La'a yakwaraka bara asham wapa'ath zakwana la'a yagalak wababa sharam la'a yasharatwa sharatath. Verse 6. Qadashyam Yahya la'alaha yaham wala'a yakalal wa sham alahayam kaya ath ashwa yahawa lakam makwara yabam wahayawa Qadash. Verse 7. Asha zana wakalala la'a Wa'aha ma'ayawa la'a yakwa saki yakwakwa kaya Qadash haya'a la'a laha yawa. Verse 8. Wa saki wakwadashafwa kaya ath lakam al hayat waya'a makwara yab Qadash Yahweh la ka kaya Qadashwash asage Qadawash anya Yahweh. Verse 9. Wabath Ayash Kayan Kaya Thakwa Lazana Wath Ath Abba Yaha Haya'a Makwalalath Ba'ash. Verse 10. Wahakahan Hagada Wal Ma'akyawa Ashara Yawatazak Al Ra'ashwa Shaman Hamashaka Wamala Ath Yad Wa Lalabash Ath Haba Idiom Ath Al Yaparai Waba Gad Yawa La'a Yaparam.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 3 in the English. And for his sister, a virgin that is nigh unto him, which have had no husband, for her may he be defiled. Verse 4. But he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. Verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard, nor make any cutting in their flesh. Verse 6. They shall be holy unto their God, and not profane the name of their God. For the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and the bread of their God they do offer, therefore they shall be holy.
So I just want to stop that real quick because it's letting you know that we are not like the other nations. We're not supposed to defile ourselves out of grief for the dead. So we're not supposed to cut ourselves. Africans cut themselves in mourning. East Indians have dreadlocks. That's why they're called dreadlocks, because they are in a state of dread. So their hair becomes matted. Other practices, sacrifice for death. We're not supposed to do that. Anything that these other people do for the dead, that's not our culture. We bury our dead. That has been the culture of Israel since the beginning. I want to say Jacob's bones were brought with them into Egypt, and they were brought out and buried again. So anything outside of that, you're committing a sin. Now, that isn't to say you're not supposed to grieve, because you got to realize, Israelites, we are like, the grieving that's described in the Bible is breaking down to your knees, ripping, tearing your clothing, rubbing dirt on yourself because you're in mourning. But you're supposed to do that for your family. Sure. You're not just supposed to do that for everybody. You do that for your family. You're not supposed to defile yourself for anyone outside of your close family. So it's just like Salaga. I think the only time I could think of where I don't even think they did it for Moses, did they? I don't think so. I think they did observe his death for about 30 days, I believe, as a nation. We did after he died. We observed it for
30 days.
30 days, right?
Yeah,
we observed it for 30 days. But let me tell you, there was no uncleanness happening in that camp. There was no uncleanness happening within Israel because of that. People don't go out rioting because someone great has died. We celebrate their life. This is another thing against birthdays. We don't celebrate the birth. We celebrate the person's death. We celebrate the things that they lived for. We celebrate the things that they did. the people that they raised, the people that are here now that we will remember them by, you know, Salaki. But yeah, so just remember any of those things for grieving, cutting yourself, dreadlocks, whatever it is, cutting your hair, marring your beard, any type of ritual you're doing for mourning for the dead, that's not our culture. Don't do it. That's that simple.
That's right.
All right, you got that?
Verse 7, they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman and put them and put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God.
Man, that's heavy right there. So like verse 7, it says, they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband.
Right.
Like Most High in Christ. So that's also letting you know that women, you are supposed to be married to your husband for life. Salagi, it's just like it's not something willy-nilly that we take today where just because you say you're unhappy, you can destroy your family. Just because you're unhappy, you can destroy a child's future. You know? So it's just like, you know, even, and you know what's crazy too? It's just like I can see like that's why we need Christ. That's why we needed Christ to come back specifically for these type of situations.
That's right.
Where a woman who is put away from her wife, from her husband, won't have companionship. Let's say because that was an evil man, you know, that woman doesn't deserve to be alone. But what does she need to do? She needs to turn her wife away from what she was living before and live righteously. That's right. With a righteous man. Because I can tell you this: if you court the person that you're going to marry, you can tell whether or not you're going to be with them. 6 months is enough time to see all the types of situations that you're going to be dealing with this person in. You know, you're going to see whether or not this is a person you can trust that is righteous, just based off his character of how you see him interact with his family, his friends, his community, especially with the woman too. Like you know a lot about a woman just based off how she reacts with her or how she is with interacts with her family. Like Jerome even said, a waiter, how she interacts with a waiter.
That's right.
You know,
that was deep. That was
right.
heavy
It's
there.
sweet. So it's just like realizing that yes, we're not supposed to take a wife that's a whore, profane, or a woman that's been put away from her husband, but that's why Christ came back. Christ came back for that woman that had been put away from her husband. Right. Christ came back for that whore. Christ came back for that profane woman. You know, because I can tell you right now, this describes children of Israel today in America. So are we not supposed to marry within our tribe? No, that's not what it's saying. This is saying that we need to get correct. This is saying that you have to stop being a whore. Now that Christ is here, this is saying that you need to stop being profane.
That's right.
Now that Christ is here, it needs you to understand that person that was put away from that husband is dead. You are a new being that has been brought up in the truth.
That's right.
It's final thing on that I just want to say before I give it to you is, if you're a woman and you come into the school and you are single and you are looking to have a relationship with the righteous man, you are a virgin once you come into the school.
That's right.
You are not going to be judged on any type of lifestyle that you lived outside of the truth. That person is dead. That's why you came into the school, to shed yourself of the world. So you marry a woman to the school, you got to realize you're marrying a virgin. You're marrying a child, a daughter of the Most High. You're marrying Commander General Yohana's daughter. So same thing for the brothers too. It's like, don't treat your sister like a whore. Don't allow her to be profane, and don't put her away for such trivial things. Because that's what's so heavy about the Bible too. I'm so like it's like, even when the Bible is talking about a man taking about a woman and what not to take, it's really talking to the man. Don't be a bastard that puts your wife away. You know, don't be a bastard that makes a whore out of a woman, because the only way you can have a whore is if you have a man being a whoremonger. So in the same way that it's talking that the Most High is speaking to men or speaking to a woman about not being a whore, he's talking to the man as well. You got to realize that he's not just singling out women, because you can't have a whore without a whoremonger. You can't be a profane woman without a man to be profane too. And you can't be a woman put away without a man who put them away. All right, continue, please.
Verse 8, thou shalt sanctify him, therefore, for he offereth the bread of thy God. he shall be holy unto thee. For I, the Lord, which sanctify you, am holy. Verse 9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father. She shall be burnt with fire.
Verse 10. Can you read this thing?
Verse 10.
Yeah.
Verse 10. And he that is the high priest among his brethren, upon whose head the anointing oil was poured, and that is consecrated to put on the garments, shall not uncover his head, nor rend his clothes.
And that's something that is specifically for the priest. If you remember in the book of, is it, which Slaga, which prophet's wife was killed on the Most High? Was it
Start
Ezekiel?
with an A. Oh yeah, no, it was Elijah. No,
Elijah.
either Elijah or Ezekiel.
It was Ezekiel.
Yeah, it was Ezekiel,
It
right?
was Ezekiel. It was-
Right, because he didn't want to go
yeah.
out. He didn't want to go
Yeah,
speak
you
or
know,
something like that.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Slaga. So this right here is a very important precept for the priests and prophets of the Most High. It's like you can't allow the things that happen normally to take you away from doing this work. You know, you can't allow a death in your family stop you from being able to be a beacon for the people of Israel. You know, you have a responsibility, and within that responsibility, you can't allow the trivial things of your life to take you away from that.
Right.
You know, like brothers slog, and it does happen. Brothers get tired. Brothers think that they've done so much. They feel like they have an excuse to do less. That's not how it works. The only time that you can do less is when you have another brother that can do more. Otherwise, the work never stops. You know, it's just like whether someone passes away, sickness, whatever it is, you're a priest and prophet of the Most High. You have oil poured on your head. You made an oath to the Most High and to your people. So it's like that's just what it is. It's a responsibility given to the priest. In the same way that Ezekiel was told not to mourn his wife when God killed her, it's the same way we have to be here. We are brought up to be stronger than the average man. We are brought up to be able to handle things that a civilian wouldn't be able to handle. So like I haven't had a weekend to myself in 2 years. Like I know that's nothing compared to what other brothers have sacrificed in the school. Give it up to the brothers before us, the manager, the general, the captain, officers above us. It's just like we sacrifice so much to get this truth out to our people, and with that sacrifice comes a responsibility to be stronger than the rest too. All right, we're gonna stop that. We're gonna continue in the Hebrew. I'm gonna push all the way through the Hebrew, and then we're gonna finish in the English, and we're gonna cut it off there. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna power through this in the Hebrew. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, and verse 11 in the Hebrew. Wa'al kal napashaf math la'a yaba'a la'abayawa wala mawa la'a yatama 12 waman hama Qadash la'a ya taza'a wala'a yakalal af Makwadash, Alahayawa, Kaya, Nazar, Waman, Shaman Slakia, Mashaka, Alahayawa, Alyawa, Anya, Yahawa, verse 13/14. I'm going through both. Wai, Waha, Wa'a, Asha, Babatha, Walyawa, Yakwak, verse 14, Alamana, Wagarasha, Wakalala, Zana, Ath, Alha, La'a, Yakwat, Kaya, Batha, Wala, Ma'aim, Yawa, Yakwak, Asha, verse 15, Wala'a, Yakalal, Zoraiwa, Ba'aim Yawa, Kaya, Anya, Yahawa, Makwadashwa, verse 16. Waya Dabar, Yahweh al Mashah la Amar, verse 17. Dabar al Aharan la Amar Ayash Mazarai la Ratham Asherah Yahweh Bawa Mawam la verse 18. Verse 18. Kaya Kal Wayash Asherah Bawa Mawamal Yakwarab Ayash Iwar Pasak Karam Sharawai, verse 19. Ayash Asherah Yahweh Baya Wabar Shabar Ragal Shabar Yad, verse 20. Gaban Salakia Ayah Dakwa Sabalal Ba'ai Yanwa Garab Yalapath Marawat Ashak, verse 21. Cow Ayash Asherah Ban Mawam Mazarai Aharan Hakahan Lahakwarayab Ath Washa Yahweh Bawa Ath Lakam Allah Yahweh Yagash, verse 22. Lakam Al Haya Makwadashya Hakwadashim Waman, verse 23. Ak or Sakat Al Haparakath Yaba'a Wa'al Hamazabak Yagash Kaya Mawam Bawa Salakia Wala'a Yakalal Ath Makwadashya verse 24. Wayadabar Masha Al Aharam Wa'al Banyawa Wa'al Kal Banyam Yasharala. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 22, and verse 1 in the Hebrew. We're going on 14. Wayadabar Yahweh Al Mashah La'amar, verse 2. Dabar Al Aharan Wa'al Banyawa Wayanazar Wa Makwadashya Banyam Yasharala Wala'a Yakalalwa Ath Sham Kwadashya Asherah Ham Yahweh, verse 3. Amar Alham Lada Rathyakam Kal Ayash Asherah Yakwarab Makal Yaraikum Al Hakwadashim Asherah Yakwadashwa Banyam Yasharala La Yahweh Watama Athwa Al Yawa, verse 4. Ayash Mazarai Aharam Wahawa Tazarawa Zab Bakwadashim La Ya Akal Aid Asherah Yatahar Wahanagai Bakal Tama Napash Ayash Asherah, Tha Mamanwa, Shakabath, Yarai. Verse 5, Slagi. These are long verses, Slagi. That was verse 5. Verse 6, Slagi. Napash, Asherah, Thagai, by it's like a Bawa, Watama, Aid, Ha'irab, Wala'a, Ya'akal, Man, Hakwadashyam, Kaya, Rakataza, Basharwa, Bamayam, verse 7, Waba'a, Hashamash, Watapar, Wa'akar, Ya'akal, Man, Hakwadashyam, Kaya, Lakamwa, Wa'a, verse 8, Nabala, Watarapa, La'a, Ya'akal, La Tama, Baha, on Yahweh, verse 9, Washamarwa, Ath, Mashamortham, Mashamarthaya, Wala'a, Yeshawa, Alyawa, Kata, Wamathwa, Bawa, Kaya, verse 10, Wakal, Zar, La'a, Ya'akal, Qadash, Thawashab, Kahan, Washaka, Yar, La'a, Ya'akal, Qadash, verse 11, Wakahan, Kaya, Yakwana, Napash, Kwanayan, Kasapwa, Haya'a, Ya'akal, Bawa, Ya Layad, Bayathwa, Ya'akalwa, Balakamwa, verse 12, Wabath Khan, Kaya, Tahayaha, La'a, Yash, Zar, Hawa'a, Batharamath, Hakwadashim, La'a, verse 13, Wabath, Kaikan, Kaya, Tahaya, Alamana, Wagara Shah, Wazarai. Verse 14.
Salaki serves all the way up to 13.
Oh, first Salaki, but that was only 13. Salaki. So would you mind reading the first part? And then would you mind reading the last from 3 over
21 and 11. 20, Salaki serves 21 and 12.
21 and 12. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse
11. Salaki serves.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 11 in the Hebrew, in the English. Neither shall he go into any dead body, nor defile himself for his father or for his mother. Verse 12. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary of his God. For the crown of the anointing oil of his God is upon him. I am the Lord.
Man, so like if I may, so unlike how every single other person can go out and mourn their father, their mother, their brother, their sister, the priest is called to not do any of those things, not even for his father. So like it says, so like if I may, it says, neither shall he go out of the sanctuary nor profane the sanctuary of his power, for the crown of the anointing oil of his power is upon him. I'm Yahweh. That's the same thing that's happened to the men that's coming to the UPK under Commander General. We've had the oil poured on our head. Therefore, we have a responsibility due to us. Like, it's like when you do come into the school, and if you do decide to get into all black, you know, to go through the process of being a young man, to become a trooper, you are asked at every single point as a young man, do you want to become a trooper? As a trooper, you are asked, do you want to become an officer? And as you rank up, you will continue to be asked, is this what you want to do? It is a choice that you are making. Like, this is not something that is just thrust upon you. This is something that you chose. Like, and that's something that we have to, or that brothers have to really understand. Is like, this is not something that you are, well, obviously we're obligated to do it. I feel obligated to do this, you know, but you're not, this isn't something you're forced to do. Like, you need to want to do this. And there are going to be days that you don't want to do it. You're going to have to make yourself do it. So, like, continue, please.
It's verse 13. And he shall take a wife in her virginity. Verse 14. A widow or a divorced woman or profane or an harlot, these shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife. Verse 15. Neither shall he profane his seed among his people, for I, the Lord, do sanctify him. Verse 16. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 17, speak unto Aaron, saying, whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that hath any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of his God. Verse 18. For whatsoever man he be that hath a blemish, he shall not approach, a blind man or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous. Verse 19. Or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed. Verse 20. Or crookback, or a dwarf, or that hath a blemish in his eye, or be scurvy, or scattered, or hath his stones broken. Verse 21. No man that hath a blemish of the seed of Aaron, the priest, shall come nigh to offer the offerings of the Lord made by fire. He hath a blemish. He shall not come nigh to offer the bread of his God. Verse 22.
It's like, if I may just cut that right there, like, what's something that's so heavy about the fact that at this time, if you had a blemish at the seed of Aaron, you actually are not allowed to bring the bring the sacrifice. You're actually still you can still be a priest. So you can still be a priest of the Most High, but there are certain things that you're not able to do. Like, in the same way that when we sacrifice an animal, it had to be without blemish. That means, like, when it says a blemish, it's not talking about, when we think blemish, we think of like something on the, like something, a mark. Think of a mark. A blemish is just anything that is unnatural or not supposed to be there. And then they go into detail saying, what did they say specifically? They said a blind man or a lame, or he that hath a flat nose, or anything superfluous, or a man that is broken-footed or broken-handed, or a crookback, or a dwarf. So all these things, like, these things were present during this time, but you just weren't allowed to offer the sacrifice of the Most High. That's right. I'll be actually real. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not positive. I'm not going to be real, but I'm pretty sure some of these things you could be cut off from Israel if you had been born this way. I believe. I'm gonna have to get the breakdown on that, but I'm pretty sure there are certain aspects of this where if you are born that way, you would be cut off. And that was just because of a health aspect for the children of Israel. If someone's born a dwarf, they can pass that on genetically. We don't want to, what's the word? Like, we don't want to exasperate the problem of genetic problems, you know? And like, in the same way, we have the understanding that, okay, that brother, he may not be able to have kids because he's a dwarf, but guess what? He will be reborn again. He will have a generation. He will be a part of the generation. And that's something that we really have to hearken on as Israelites, understanding just because we have the understanding of life and death, and the fact that when we die, our soul goes back to the Most High. It makes us different. It makes us react to different situations where other nations would be cowardly. Like in the book of Maccabees, you can see that we are not afraid of death, you know? So we don't have to be afraid of whether or not our generations are going to continue. The Most High has already made that promise, you know? So I don't fear death. So like, if the Most High sees it fit for you to go, hey, may you rise again, right?
Shalom.
Hey, right? Shalom. That's for real.
Lucky, if I may,
Please.
you know, with the flat nose, you know, that's the only one because you know everything else is self-explanatory. I mean, broken-footed, broken-handed, crooked back. That's a person that is a hunchback, right? what I'm saying? I looked this up. I actually looked some of this up, but a flat nose, I don't know what a flat nose was. But the blemish in the eye, that's actually cataracts.
Yeah, it makes yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up in the Strong
Yeah.
Concordance. It was like cataract. I was
Yeah.
like, the
Blind.
heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. But like I said, everything else, scab, scurvy.
I always so I'm gonna have to get a breakdown on the flat nose. But for
Yeah,
flat
flat
I feel like years ago, someone told me flat nose is Down syndrome. I heard that. I don't quote me on that. That is not the UPK breakdown. That is just what a brother said to me, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." So I gotta get the breakdown on that.
Okay.
Flat nose. Missing the chromosome.
Yeah, missing the chromosome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like man, shit. Eat something. Eat the wrong thing, right? Babies come out horrible. It's crazy. All right, continue, please.
Verse 22. He shall eat the bread of his God, both of the most holy and of the holy. Verse 23. Only he shall not go in unto the veil, nor come nigh unto the altar, because he hath a blemish, that he profane not my sanctuaries. For I, the Lord, do sanctify them. Verse 24. And Moses told it unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 22, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto Aaron and to his sons, that they separate themselves from the holy things of the children of Israel, and that they profane not my holy name in those things which they hallow unto me. I am the Lord. Verse 3. Say unto them, whosoever he be of all your seed among your generations, that goeth unto the holy things which the children of Israel hallow unto the Lord, having his uncleanness upon him, that soul shall be cut off from my presence. I am the Lord. Right. Verse 4. What man soever of the seed of Aaron is a leper, or hath a running issue, he shall not eat of the holy things until he be clean. And whoso toucheth anything that is unclean by the dead, or a man whose seed goeth from him. Verse 5. Or whosoever toucheth any creeping thing, whereby he may be unclean, he may be made unclean, or a man of whom he may take uncleanness, whatsoever uncleanness he hath. Verse 6. The soul which hath touched any such shall the soul which hath touched any such shall be unclean until even, and shall not eat of any and shall not eat of the holy things, unless he wash his flesh with water. Verse 7. And when the sun is down, he shall be clean, and shall afterward eat of the holy things, because it is his food. Verse 8. That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beasts, he shall not eat to defile himself therewith. I am the Lord. Verse 9. They shall therefore keep mine ordinance, lest they bear sin for it, and die therefore. If they profane it, I, the Lord, do sanctify them. Verse 10. There shall no stranger eat of the holy thing, a sojourner of the priest, or an hired servant shall not eat of the holy thing. Verse 11. But if the priest buy any soul with his money, he shall eat of it, and he that is born in his house, they shall eat of his meat. Verse 12. If the priest's daughter also be married unto a stranger, she may not eat of an offering of the holy things. Verse 13. But if the priest's daughter be a widow or divorced, and have no child, and is returned unto her father's house, as in her youth, she shall eat of her father's meat, but there shall no stranger eat thereof. Verse 14.
And pretty much what that is right there, this isn't talking about everybody, this is talking about specifically the household of a priest. So you need to understand, I know I've heard fake Israelites try to use this and try to apply it towards everybody, that this is not talking about everybody. Everybody is not a priest, and you're not eating holy things every single day of your life. Right. The priests, the things that the priests are eating are given to them as sacrifices to the temple. So those of his household must be clean at all times to take part in this. But if you're a brother, you work at a farm, you work in the field, you're at a slave, you're a slave somewhere else, you're a garment maker. There are times when you become unclean. You're not going to be clean at all times. That's why there is a time frame for when you are clean and when you're not, and what you have to do to become clean. Washing yourself with water. Actually, that's not either. That is what it is. Washing yourself with water. So yeah, just understanding that there are over 600 laws in the Bible, but then understanding that all the laws don't apply to you. The laws of a farmer don't apply to me. The laws of a woman don't apply to me. The laws of at this point a business owner at the moment don't apply to me. The laws of a money lender don't apply to me. The laws of butchering don't apply. There's so many laws that don't apply to you. So it's just just follow the ones that do. It's not difficult.
That's right.
And right here, you're not a priest if you're outside the school. All right, you don't have to worry about this. Okay, go to your slave. Eat your food. So we are in captivity at this point. There's a verse in Romans that actually talks about that. But in our captivity, we're going to keep the laws that our oppressor. I'm not gonna say lets us keep, because we're gonna keep them no matter what. But we're gonna keep the laws that are actively building this nation.
That's right.
So it's just with that, you guys have anything on that?
Slocky, sir, if I may.
Please.
Eat your lawful food.
Oh,
all right. You eat your defiled bread amongst the Gentiles.
Man. Con. You got anything? All right, shoot. Oh, with that, we can call it Imajum. All right. You are on the left side, so we're gonna call. We're gonna give a courtesy salute to the teacher. Shabbat. Imajum. Barak. Yeah.
How about Shimmy Yahshai brought the thumb?
How about Shimmy Yahshai brought the thumb?
Got the top. Israel. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters watching it online and in the class. Israel, Amaj Shabbat. Amaj. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alatham by Shimmy Yahshai. Yad Matah. Class dismissed.